welcome or welcome back to my channel. In case you're here for the first time, my name is Ola and I've been a K-pop collector for the past 4 years, almost 4 years. It sounds scary when I think about it, but yeah. I've been listening to K-pop since 2013, but I have actually started collecting K-pop photo cards and albums sometime in 2022. So yeah, it's just 4 years, but like in the scale of my whole career in K-pop, it's been only 4 years, but still it sounds like a long time. I started this channel about I started recording K-pop videos, my collection videos about 2 years ago, but a whole bunch of them was removed since then. I've been starting over and over, all over again, and it's been like half a year, maybe more than half a year since I stopped removing videos. So yeah, my last K-pop collection update was sometime in May 2025. So that's why I decided I'm going to record a collection update. This video was supposed to be a storing one. I had like a whole bunch of cards prepared for storing. And I even recorded this video, but I wasn't satisfied with it. It was terrible. Like at some point I got so lost in words. Like I have this kind of problem. Like I know how to speak English and I'm actually quite confident in my skills, but when it comes to recording videos, in most cases I'm quite nervous and I become quite nervous and I forget words. I forget the simplest phrases. Today I feel better. Maybe there's also an issue with the fact that I often have a frog in my throat when I record, and I apologize in advance for new viewers. I do tend to cough sometimes due to some health issues, which I have recently figured out, but still, yeah, my voice isn't in the best condition at times. Plus, I've been sick. I was sick last week. I had a cold after the Artemis concert. So yeah. And also, please excuse my nail. One of my nails broke. So I hope it's not a problem. Alright, like I said, this was supposed to be a storing video, but unfortunately it didn't work out. So as I go through this collection, I will also explain you what changed, because I added a whole bunch of cards between this video and the last one. So I'm going to show you my collection and explain what was added in the now non-existent storing video. So let's start with the big inclusion binder. This is a Meow Cafe, I'm not sure if this is called Deluxe or something like that. I think it's a 3-inch. Yeah, it's a Meow Cafe 3-inch A5 binder. This is my first ever Meow Cafe binder. I bought it about 2 years ago for my dami collection. As you can tell by the dami sticker in the very middle. Right now it serves as a house for my big inclusion collection. So let's go through that. Now that we are at it, I'm actually going to move these Dreamcatcher keychains to my dummy binders since I have two Dreamcatcher keychains. These are the keychains which are added for Dreamcatcher single album reprints as pre-order benefits, and these actually include scraps of Dreamcatcher's old outfits, which is saddening, and I'm especially bummed because I have no idea what eras these two come from. Plus one of them came damaged. I think I complained about this back in the May collection update. The two other keychains I have are from Nana the Manga pre-order benefits for Poland, which I'm going to keep in here. And this is actually a bottle opener, which was handed over as a freebie during one of Dreamcatcher's festivals. I think it was in Budapest. One of my friends was there and she collected those freebies for me and the other people in our small group of friends. So yeah, I keep them in here. I don't really drink beer or any sort of alcoholic beverages, so that's why I keep this as a sort of keychain. Okay, so I will keep those in here. The majority of big inclusions in here are Dreamcatcher. I collect dami. Dami is my alt bias, so of course the majority of inclusions is in here. And I do have most of her inclusions from the Tree of Language up until Virtues, which was Dreamcatcher's last formal comeback before the unfortunate March 10th news from last year. Here's a Piri postcard, which was a pre-order benefit for the end of Nightmare era. This was before the photocard pops became a thing. Here I've got standees, mini posters, the sort of like outer cover for Eclipse, the Japanese album. Here I've got summer holiday inclusions. I need to eventually get, but I eventually need to get better to pocket pages because most of my inclusions are too big for, I mean, not too big, they are too small for these kind of pages, so they just tend to fly around. I need to figure this out. Here I've got some season's greetings and photo book stuff. This is Mysterious Mansion, the first season's greetings, Apocalypse Save Us stuff, which like as you can see, those also are they are too small for the one pocket page, but too big for two pocket pages, so they just fly around as well. More photo book stuff, some freebies made of album pages. Here I just have some random stickers and scraps from the outer cover of the beginning of the end album, a Japanese one again. I don't really have anything for dami when it comes to Apocalypse Follow Us era, the one with Vision as title track. I only have a film card with Jiu and Sua, but I just use it as a sort of like backup for the film card here, so it's more visible. Oh. Here we have some group postcards, the 2024 Luck Inside 7 Door store things, Virtus postcards. And here I need to be extra careful because I'm not sure, I don't have my fan sign sticker with the surname of the gong who got me the fan sign, so I need to check. But actually it's not visible. I think I hid it somewhere, so I can show you this binder safely. Here we have the last Angels photo book stuff, the third Fun Kit postcard, and next we've got some freebies I got from my friend. This is the UAU 3-cut film card. And this is it for the Dreamcatcher portion of the binder. As you can see, it takes the majority of the binder. Next, we've got my Nana the Manga pre-order benefits. I've completed this collection, so all the benefits in here are done. There's nothing more coming up unless the author releases one more volume or something like that. So we've got some postcards. This is the last one. We've got some bookmarks which also fly around in here, and some stickers. And also the calendar card from 2024, I believe. Yeah, it was 2024 or 2023. I need to check because I don't remember, but I think it was 2024. Yes, it was 2024. I'm not that old. Here I've got the postcard with Levi from Attack on Titan, which was given out on the screen of the finale in the cinemas. Next I've got some unofficial stickers from Like a Dragon / Yakuza game series. All of these are from my friend, and this is the Majima over here is my most recent addition, so yeah. Here I've got a ticket from the Windrose Thor Slayer 2025 concert tour. I attended their concert in Warsaw, and this was handed over if you bought tickets during the first batch. So I've got one copy of this. I have one more, but the other one is for my fiance's, and he doesn't really care about his. Here I've got some LOONA inclusions, album inclusions. They come from various eras. They come from some LOONA albums, from artms albums, from loossemble albums, everything. Basically every album I own. So here I have some midnight stuff. Oh, I have a bookmark for Would You Sonia. Stickers from Loosemble's debut, the standee, their boarding pass, the film card with Vivi, and the freebie with Chu. I don't have any Chu album, unfortunately, but I do have a freebie at least. One of a kind inclusions. I will change this layout a bit because my friend gifted me a postcard from the other version of one of a kind, so I'll keep it in here. Here I have some Artemis's doll inclusions. TTYL for loossemble inclusions. I was lucky to pull Vivi. And I also have I'm sorry, this is what I said when I said this is what I meant when I said I have frog in the throat often. Here are my Artemis's Club Icarus inclusions. As I mentioned at the start of the video, I have recently attended Artemis's Grand Club Icarus tour, a concert, not tour. I'm not rich enough to attend the whole tour, but I did attend their Warsaw concert, the last one in the European leg of the tour. It was amazing. The organization sucked. And I was actually complaining about the queue organization in the first version of the storing video. I decided not to do that here because why should I focus on the negative stuff? The concert itself was amazing. The organization sucked and the amount of minors sucked, but the concert was amazing, and it made me stan Artemis even more. Because back then, like before the concert, I used to be like a casual listener of Artemis, but now I am stunning them more. And yeah, I'm studying them more, so I did buy myself a copy of Club Icarus the day after the concert in the local K-pop store, and I pulled Choyuri's postcard and of course the sticker sheet, so I put both of these in here. I will talk more about Choyuri in a moment once we get to the other binder, but yeah. I also have this little like film card thingy and the sticker which was handed over as a freebie during the concert. Unfortunately, because I arrived to the concert, to the town where the concert, more like a city. I arrived to the city where the concert happened on the day of the concert, and I wasn't on my own, so I couldn't really attend any sort of like fun meetings or fun gatherings. I didn't collect any more fan freebies aside from the sticker and the banner. So it's kind of saddening, but yeah. Like I said, the whole day was a mess. Okay, so that would be it for the big inclusion binder. As you can see, most of things here are random. Okay, so we can move on now to the other binders with photo cards this time. So the next binder I have is a big A4 binder with 9 pocket pages. It's not of any specific brand, I'll be honest. I got it from AliExpress because I was in need of a affordable binder, and I couldn't afford Meow Cafe one at the time I needed this binder. This binder is the house of many collections, including my Pokemon collection, Would You Sonia collection, Red Velvet, and Loossemble collections. I used to keep these collections in many sort of binders, but eventually I decided to get this one. Maybe I will get a bigger one or better quality one in the future. I don't know. For now, I'm satisfied with it. But yeah, it's getting kind of full. I don't expect any of these collections to grow that much, but I will, if they do, in case they do grow, I will need to get a bigger binder. So let's start. This binder starts with my Pokemon collection. I mentioned in the last video that I'm not much of a Pokemon collector. I don't have any specific Pokemon I want to collect. I don't even know that much about the universe, but my besties collect Pokemon. And I thought it would be fun to collect a pink Pokemon, to collect pink and purple Pokemon. So yeah, this is my pink and purple Pokemon spread. Um, as you can see, in comparison to the last video, I've got more Pokemons in here. When I was in Warsaw, I saw these kind of like card packs with various Pokemon packs available for purchase. There were various Pokemon from English editions, Japanese editions, Korean editions. I bought the Korean edition ones, and the majority of my pulls was actually pink and purple, so that's why this page is bigger. I almost didn't got this one actually because I had a problem. Like, these card machines are made in the same way as vending machines, the ones where you can buy snacks, right? And if you ever used the vending machines, you most likely know that those machines tend to glitch, and there are times when the products you buy don't come out of the machine. This happened. Okay, I saw a phone message on my on the screen. This happened to my card pack. It didn't want to come out of the card machine, and I almost gave up. But my fiance shook the machine strongly enough to let the cards out. So yeah. So these three are the new cards I got. This Jinx is actually a holo card, which, as my friends explained it to me, that these are the best cards you can pull. They are like special cards. So yeah, I got this Jinx, and that's why she's in the middle. And I also got these two. They are in Korean, and while I do know how to read Korean, I am learning Korean. Please don't force me to read this. My pronunciation may hurt your ears. I also have these three cards which I pulled. Since they don't match the spread, they are just kept in here, but I think eventually I will have to like get myself a new binder specifically for Pokemon cards, because at this point I'm running out of pages. I have one more spare page, but like I said, I want to use it for other stuff in case a sudden comeback happens or something like that. So the next collection I have is Bona from WJSN. I've been collecting Bona since April 2023, so this year will mark 3 years since I started collecting her. This collection is almost finished. I'm only missing one card, which is the secret key version card. As usual, if you have it, please hit me up. Just not now because I'm kind of broke, but in like a week or so you can hit me up if you have it, please. This is literally the only card I'm missing. Okay, I used to collect Unso and Sola in the past, but I dropped them in order to focus solely on Bona, since before adding this page to my wish list, I was collecting with Sonia only from Would You Please era onward. But yeah, so this page includes all eras, all photo cards from debut up until Dream Your Dream, which is like the first 2 or 3 years of Would You Sonia's career, I think. Like, this was in 2015, these are 2016, 2017. Yeah, like it's like the first 3 years of Would You Sonia's career, basically. Maybe 2 years and a half. Next, we've got eras where we would have 3 cards per era. So we have Would You Please, Would You Stay, and For the Summer. Next, we've got As You Wish. It kind of pains me that it's not in the middle, but at the top, but on the top side of the page. But I wanted to be chronologically correct, so that's why Neverland is over here with 6 cards. I have 1 unit with Yorum. I do want to collect units eventually, but not before I finish my Bona collection with this card. Next, we've got Unnatural, the WJSN, the black subunit cards, and 1 whole page for sequence with some pops to fill it out a bit more. As far as I've heard, WJSN are going to have a comeback on February 23rd, I believe. I'm so excited because it's been a long time since they had an actual comeback. I'm kind of saddened that it's not going to be a full group comeback because I think the members who left Starship are not going to be a part of it, but still, I'm excited for a new WJSN song. I'm not sure if this is going to be just one song or a whole album, but either way, I'm seated. Next, we've got my Red Velvet Yeri collection. As you can see, I changed the fillers for empty spots, so now they are like purple hollow sleeves. I'm not sure if that's visible on the video, but trust me, it's hollow. And yeah, I did add some cards in the unreleased storing video. I have definitely added this card. I'm going to show you as we go. So this is the page for eras from Ice Cream Cake up until the Red Summer. I added this card from Russian Roulette in the unreleased video, and I have the red PC on the way to me, so that means I'm only missing one rookie PC. I really love the bags, by the way, especially the purple ones. This is the page for the Perfect Velvet / the Perfect Red Velvet eras. I added these two cards. This is the Perfect Velvet, one of the Perfect Velvet album cards, and this one is the Kino version for the Perfect Red Velvet. I also have the second Perfect Red Velvet card on the way, which means I'm only missing the other Perfect Velvet card. These album names are so similar, I'm kind of getting lost. These are Peekaboos, these are Bad Boy. Okay. I'm considering getting the two Kino photo book cards with Yeri, but I'm not sure about this idea yet. Here we've got the page for Summer Magic and RBB, which is finished. It's kind of a boomer that these two have the same bags. Like, I think this card is limited and this one is normal, and I wish they had a different type of bags. Next, we've got a page for the Reveille Festival Day 1 and Day 2. And in the unreleased video, I stored this card over here, which means I'm only missing the Kino version for Day 1. As for Day 2, I have the Kino version on the way, so I'm only missing the guidebook one. So I'm like on the good way to finish this page this year. Next, we've got the Reveille Festival Finally page, where I have one of the Finally version cards on the way too. As far as I know, this is one of the more... Oh, what is it? There is something in the sleeve. As far as I know, this is one of the more difficult eras to collect since Yeri's got pink hair in it, but you know, I will manage. Next, we've got a page for Queendom and Feel My Rhythm. And I think I stored this card previously, so there is nothing I have on the way from this era, these two eras, unfortunately. Next, we've got Birthday, which is complete. And Chill Kill, where I'm only missing 3 cards. Once I have more money, I do want to get myself the Yeri package version of Chill Kill. I hope I will put any of these 2 cards. I know this one is from the package version as well, so I hope I won't pull this one. I'll be very devastated. I'm sorry. I think I stored this card in the storing video. This is the Yes Mini version. So yeah, I have 2 rows finished, 1 row left. And the last era here is Cosmic, where I'm only missing the hotel poster card. I saw it on sale on Vinted recently, but I'm not going to buy it yet because, like I said, I'm kind of broke after the concert and some Vivi related purchases. So yeah, some LOONA related purchases. So yeah. I was thinking about adding the Target card here as well, but it depends on how difficult it would be to get. Last but not least, we've got my loossemble OT3 collection. So for loossemble OT3, I collect Hyunjin, Vivi, and Gowon. Vivi is my second out bias after Dami, so of course she's complete here. For Gowon, for hyunjin and Gowon, I'm only missing a few PCs, so I'm hoping to finish this year. So here we've got the debut era, the sensitive era with Ever Music cards and the QR cards over here, and Dream version, Wish version, and Space version. Next we've got One of a Kind, where I have the Ever Music version, make stereo unit pops to cover the QRs, unit page, day page, night version, and dawn version. And last but not least, Talk to You Later /TTYL, where I have Ever Music version. Sadly, nothing to cover the QRs. I have Love version, Wiz version, and Fantasy version, which is the only version complete as for now. So yeah, that would be it for this binder. As you can see, it's mostly collections which won't really grow much, and if they do, I will be surprised. So yeah, let's move on to the next binder. So the next binder I have is the white A5 Meow Cafe binder. This is mostly the House of Vivi from LOONA. But I also have some other collections, including my misc Dreamcatcher sets and some other smaller collections which are not more than 1, maybe 2 pages long. In the unreleased video, it sounds so silly, I did make some changes to Vivi. I stored a bunch of Vivi cards, and I also changed the layout. The layout was actually changed off camera because the reason why I didn't post the storing video was I have completely messed up the binder management part. I get so stressed when I have to manage my binder on screen, so that's why everything was done off camera, and you are going to see the ready spreads. So for Vivi, I collect all of her Korean album cards aside from the limited versions. The limited versions are way too expensive for me to spend money on. The most I am ready to spend on a photo card is like 20 euros/dollars. There is one exception in the Dami collection, but other than that, I'm not spending more than 20 euros or dollars for a card, so that's why I'm not going to collect the limited cards. I think I also spend a lot for the multiply cards, but other than that, I'm not spending that much. So here I've got a page for all the pre-debut LOONA activities, the sub-units, solos and solo units. Next we've got plus plus, multiply, and hash. As far as I'm concerned, only these 3 cards are first press, the rest are second press. I don't really care about first press. Next we've got midnight. And in the unreleased video, I stored this card, which means I'm done with end. And flip that. I didn't store anything for flip that, but I do have this card on the way, which means I'm also almost done with flip that. And in the unreleased video, I stored the member version Luminous card. So this is a page for the LOONA Japanese releases. I have the limited Luminous card on the way, so I'm only missing the Luminous regular card. And next I have I've got my misc spreads with some POBs or LOONA merchandise. So here I have a page for LOONA Island 2020. I have one of the Concept Zone holo cards on the way to me, and these are just fillers. I'm hoping to put replicas in here, since I asked about them on Vinted, but the seller doesn't answer me. It's not answering me. That's why for now I just have the fillers in here. I'm not sure if I want to collect any sort of older merchandise. Next we have the Meet and Up. What's it called this? It's Meet and Up fan meeting, or with 2O. Fillers for hash showcase pieces. Now here I've got the Lightstick POB, Orbit 3.0 PC, which is on the way to me, and all of the Midnight pops. Midnight is my favorite LOONA era, so that's why I have all of the pops for Vivi here. Next, I have a spread for end POBs. Here I was more selective. I picked 6 pops I want from this era. These two were recently stored. I think this one is from With Drama and this one is from Mixstar. This is from the era where Mixstar had the hot square hollow cards, which are cute but very easy to damage. I also have 2 more cards on the way. I think I have the Apple Music Online and With Drama, the second With Drama card I selected. Next we've got some more Miss Candle stuff. So here are the, what was the store called? On Wave concert cards. The VIP is on the way to me. I have the Hula Hoop POP and LOONA Island 2021 cards. And here I have 2 pages dedicated kind of to flip that, so I have some on the way. I will have the first Lightstick anniversary card in here, and the version of Polaroid POB. As you can see, I have some cards prepared, some fillers prepared for here. Here I've got some LOONA the World stuff. I was considering putting these cards for a giveaway since they are not really on my wish list, but I was missing 2 cards to fill the page, so they are back. I have the VIP card, the trading card, and the trading card from LOONAverse from concert. And of course, I have more fillers. I have the Orbit 4.0 filler, which is on the way, and LOONA Island 2022 cards. Next, we move on to loossemble POBs. Of course, this is also from the record the finally card. But other than that, I have loossemble POBs. So yeah, this one granted me a fan call with loossemble back in 2023. 23? 24, oh dear, I'm so old. Was it 20? Wait. No, it was 23. Oh dear. I added this card in the unreleased video. Yes, I have a whole page dedicated for Pink Hat Vivi, don't judge me. I also have the Aladdin POB on the way, so yay, more Pink Hat Vivis. Moving on into one-of-a-kind pops. As you can guess, this is a filler for the Kirby pop. Maybe I will get it one day. And I also stored these 2 cards. This is a Mixstar Lucky Draw, and this one I don't remember. Is there? Yes, it's Everline. So I stored the Everline pop and the Mixstar Lucky Draw. Moving into the Lightstick photo cards and Talk to You Later era. And that's it for Vivi. Here I added a page for Choyori since Choyori has absolutely bias-wrecked me during the concert, both she and Hyunjin, but Choyori bias-wrecked me up slightly more, so I made a page for Choyori's version of photocards. I was thinking about collecting more of her photocards, adding more, but as I've said before, I'm not a fan of the borders objects from what House have, so for now I'm just sticking to selfie cards. Like, I know they have an object border as well, but I will manage with that. Here I have kind of like Hyunjin and Gowon love page for Flip That, where I have 4 selected album cards. All of them are from B version, and the C version makes our hollow pops, just because I found them cute. Here I have a mini collection for Ella from Pixy, which is not going to grow anymore, so take a moment to look at it. And now we move on to my Miscandalous Dreamcatcher cards. As I've said, my alt bias for Dreamcatcher is dami, and all of dami cards are in their own separate binders, but I also do collect some Miscandalous sets for the remaining members. And as for the summer holiday eras, I have 1 page for Xion, since Xion is my second bias. She bias-wrecked me during the Luck Inside 7 Doors 2024 concert, that's why she's here. So I have her cards from Raid of Dream, the Tree of Language, and Lose Myself. Next, I've got selected pages for other Dreamcatcher members. As for summer holiday, this is the era where all of their album sets selfie album sets are messy, like each selfie is from in a different outfit, from a different session. So here I kinda mix things up. That's why the next summer holiday pages are a mix of normal cards, limited cards, and POBs. And this is also, summer holiday is my favorite era for Dreamcatcher. This is the era where they became my alt group. I was listening to them since their debut actually, but it wasn't until summer holiday when I started alting them. That's why this era has a special place in my heart. So here I have the purple/white dress spread. This gahyeon was added recently in the unreleased sewing video. That's why this set is complete. Here I've got the flowery dress set, where I'm only missing Kyuhyun from the limited version. Next we've got the, what I like to call a trip set, where the girls are in the camper. I stored the Suwa, which means I'm only missing Gahyun and Handong, and both of them are PO. No, I think Gahyun is a limited card, but Handong is a POB. Next I've got what I like to call the I'm sorry, the dark/edgy set, where the girls are all wearing black outfits. I have Handong on hand, but I am keeping her for the storing, so that means I'm only missing Suwa, Gahyun, and Yuhyun, and all of these are POVs, sadly. Next, I have two spreads. The last two spreads I have are for the beach kind of like sessions. One of them was shot at night, at least in the photo book. The other was shot during the day. They have different outfits, so yeah. I stored this Shion recently, so that means I'm only missing Suwa, Gahyun, Yuhyun, and Handong. And sadly, I believe all of these, no, these three are POBs. This one is a limited card. And for this page, I stored Yuhyun, but I also have Gahyun on hand, so she will be stored next time. And now I'm missing only Jiu, Shion, Suwa, and Handong. And I believe Shion and Jiu here are POBs. I don't have any official set for Apocalypse Seibat since I heavily dislike this concept, but I do have the fan-made first win Polaroids. For Apocalypse Follow Us, I collect this fancy dress set, which is complete. For Apocalypse From Us, I'm collecting the orange back selfie set, so I'm missing only Gahyun and Shion. For villains, I used to collect the half heart set from the normal version, but eventually I dropped it and decided to focus on the this limited set, where I'm only missing Gahyun and Suwa. And for Virtus, I actually have two spreads, since this is the era where I had a phone call with the girls. So I'm collecting the Polka version butt set, where I only have Suwa and Gahyun. And I also collect the weapons set from the normal version, which is complete. I also added, in the unpublished video, I added one more set for Dreamcatcher, which is the rope trading card set from the Luck Inside 7 tour store. That's because this set has an important place in my heart, since this was the tour when I met like the majority of my friends from the K-pop community. And this is the most K-pop, this is the greatest K-pop concert experience I could ever have. I've had in my life. So yeah, you know, like with trading cards, with buying things, with being in the queue for VVIP, like there was just a lot of things to experience during this concert. That's why I want to collect this set. For now, I have to sub Suwa. And the last Dreamcatcher page I have is the Suwa goodbye concept, where I have one POB which was gifted to me in one of the group orders. If you are the gum who gifted me this card, thank you so much. You're one of the best gums I have attended to. Yeah, I also want to collect the cards from Poca album version. I have one on hand, but it will be stored next time. And here I just have some scandalous cards. So I have some Irene cards from Red Velvet, since she's my second Red Velvet bias. I have some freebies from Club Icarus, which I got. I will cover these because I'm not sure if the objects are scanned or not, and I don't even know how this works, so I will just cover this, the QR cards. I have some extra Dreamcatcher pieces, one twice official pop, a cat hyunjin from Hash, and the Club Icarus Choiri I have also pulled, which convinced me that this is a good idea to collect yeri. And I also have one of my biggest regrets. I bought a random Red Velvet PC pack from Poca Market when I was in the K-pop store, and I pulled this Slugi, and it's like one of those Slugis you get in a set of 7 in one album, so I wasted money. You will probably give it away as a freebie or something, but for now I just gaslighted myself to put it in here. Okay, time is running out. I have to prepare breakfast and get ready for work, so let's move on to the last binders, which are dami. So the last 2 binders I have are devoted solely for dami from Dreamcatcher. For dami, which is by the way the first idol I started officially collecting. For dami, I collect not only her album cards, but also her Japanese album cards, her POBs, merchandise. Of course, I'm also selective in here. I don't collect every single card because one, some of them are too expensive, and like I said, I avoid spending more than $20 or euros per card. And 2, I don't like every single card. There are some POBs, for example, which don't really match my vibe or spread, so that's why I'm not collecting them. But yeah, my dummy collection is kind of chunky, so let's get into this. So the purple binder from Bias, which is one of my more recent purchases, includes eras from the debut in 2017 up until the end of 2022. So here we have Nightmare and Fall Asleep in the Mirror. Both of these come from reprints. The prequel cards are replicas because, like I said, they are way too expensive for my budget. Here I have the Escape the Era, Alone in the City, and some miscellaneous cards between Alone in the City and The End of Nightmare. So this is the first European tour card. This is the Center of the Time photobook card, and 2 Japanese cards from WOT and Piri. And here I've got The End of Nightmare. Anything that happened between The End of Nightmare and Rate of Dreams. So I have the transparent End of Nightmare card, the tour MMT photobook cards, and the VIP card for Invitation from the Nightmare City. Unfortunately, while both of these tours happened also in my country, I couldn't attend them due to personal reasons, and then due to the very unfortunate date, which happens to be the national holiday that year, I remember. And then we have a Rate of Dream cards. This is the MMT POB. And the Rate of Dream transparent card, Beginning of the End Japanese album card, the first fan kit card, and the freebie which I got from one of my besties when she gifted me one of my very first dummy cards, which was this one. I remember I got this freebie alongside it. As far as I know, these kind of freebies were given away during the invitation from the Nightmare City concert, so I can consider it a tour souvenir even though I didn't attend it. Next we move on to the dystopia era. So we've got the Tree of Language with the Make Star, no, it's MMT POB, and the Fence Sign card. Next we've got all sort of like Endless Night cards. Like this is the album card, and these 2 are sort of like benefits, which are also quite expensive. Luckily, I managed to find them in a cheap price, but they used to be very expensive. I also have the first online concert card. I think it was called, what was it called? Like it was something like Into the Night and Dystopia, something like that. Here I have the show selfie card and the official Dreamcatcher binder card, plus the Lose Myself stickers to just fill the space, and some freebies. This freebie was given to me during the Luck Inside 7 Doors concert, and this one I got alongside the replicas I purchased once. Next we've got Lose Myself, where I have the limited version card and then 3 POBs released alongside this era. I think this one is MMT, this one is K-Town, and this one is with fans. Next I have album cards with the Yes24 fansign card, which is one of the most gorgeous dummies I have, and one of my first ever major ISOs. Here I've got the 7 Spirits concert cards and the 4th anniversary Polaroids. And then we move on to Road to Utopia. Since this era, I'm going to skip store names because I genuinely don't remember most of them. But you can expect a mixture of album cards with POBs to make the spreads look cute. And I have on my wish list the Soundwave Lucky Draw, where Dami is wearing the same outfit as from this K-Town For You POB. Maybe I will find it one day. And the last page here is the Crossroads concert cards, and the Rope PC, which is the only PC for which I spend a lot of money. I won't tell you how much I spent, but it's way more than my limit, the limit I mentioned, but I'm happy to have it. Next, we move on to summer holiday related things. Since summer holiday is my favorite era, the era where I started ulting Dreamcatcher, I have every single pop for it and every single lucky draw, except those pops which had the same picture for multiple stores. But other than that, I have everything. So yeah. Again, I have a mixture of POBs and album cards to make the spreads match. And here I have the the Midnight Circus concert stuff. This was also one of my major ISOs, which I managed to find earlier in 2025. Here we have the Mysterious Mansion / Dreamcatcher Mind photo book stuff. The Neogen photo card, which is damaged, that's why I got it for free on my birthday a few years ago. And here we move on to Seasons Greetings 2022 cards. For this Seasons Greetings, I have every single pop and card as well. And now we move on to Apocalypse Save Us. So for Apocalypse Save Us, I collected less pops again. But still, I'm happy with how it looks like. I have recently added more pops for my wishlist, so you can expect more fillers in here. So here we have the 5th anniversary card, the mini concert, the Save Us mini concert cards, and the, I believe, with fans cards. And then we move on into others. This is the real jewel case PC this time. I think in the May video it was still a freebie, I don't remember. As you can see, I have more fillers in here to make spreads match. So here I want to make like a green screen kind of like page, and here I want to have matching PCs for these. So I'm looking for the K-Town For You Lucky Draw and the Music Card Pop, which I actually bought in a group order, so it should reach me sometime later. And I also added this Shion Dami unit from the Apocalypse Save Us binder. Now we move on into Love Stealer Love Catcher era. So we have the American VVIP card and any Love Catcher Stealer POBs. I have 3 POBs on my wish lists to complete this. And here we have the teacher merchandise and the first win kind of like page. I have the Idol Champ first win photo card in this outfit on my wish list, and the other card where Dami is holding a trophy on the way. And the last spreads in these binders include Apocalypse Followers era, which is my first era as a collector. This card is a freebie which I got during the Apocalypse, during the Like Inside Seven Dwarfs concert. And as you can see, I have more POBs here. The Who's Fan one is on the way to me. This is a freebie which I made. This is a fan-made PC which I made just to match the spread. It's in the Love Shake outfit from the Halloween concert. Here, as you can see, we are slowly moving from Apocalypse Followers era to the concert stuff. So I actually did have more concert stuff. Like here I have the fan sign card from the European leg of the tour. And here I have the VVIP for European tour as well. But yeah, again, we move on into Halloween stuff and Season's Greetings 2023 stuff. I have 2 cards in this concept on the way. So they will be, fortunately, they will be added in the next story. Okay, so moving into the very last binder. Oh, and before I leave this binder, I'm going to put the aforementioned keychain in here. Because where else am I supposed to put it, right? Okay, so that would be it for this binder. Believe it or not, my tripod fell as I left the room, so luckily no cards were damaged this time, and I hope it will stay this way until we finish this video. So the white Albias binder is for eras from 2023 up until the most recent releases. So here we start with the Reason Bouquet fan meet and the second fan kit photo card. It's a book, magazine pieces, and everything for Apocalypse from us. Nothing recent here. This collection is basically staying the same for years now. These 2 are fan-made pieces. They are not official from cards. Here we have the Apocalypse from us and North American tour cards, and 1 page for Dreamlandis / DreamQuest photobook stuff. Moving into Villains, which is the only era which has nice 4 pocket spreads for album cards. Moving into POBs. This is official, by the way, my first and only broadcast. And here we have 1 page for Season's Greetings 2024, with 1 POB, and the rest are the Season's Greetings inclusions. Last but not least, for this era, I have all of this, the Lucky Inside Seven Doors concert things I attended. So I have the lucky card, hoodie card, VIP card. I had the whole set, but I sold this in a group order to make up for how much I spent on the VIP. Here I have a fan-made card which I got alongside the bracelet I bought. And this set, the original set of 3 trading cards plus the tarot sticker. Next we've got Virtues. For Virtues, again I'm mixing album cards with pops. And there were way more photo cards, so that's why the concept spreads are a bit longer. I'm also mixing the tour cards in here, as you can see with the trading card. This one was stored in the unpublished video. This is the proposed PC. I think it's K-Town or Makestar Lucky Draw. I think it's K-Town, I don't remember. But I got this from my friend as a gift. This is a freebie, a fan-made card. And here we move on into other stuff. So we have the Star Magazine photo card, the Corel collaboration cards, the Angels photo book spread with 2 selected pops, and the Season's Greetings 2025, where I recently stored the Soundwave POB for the, what was it called? The Dream Holiday set. So now I'm only looking for any pop in the Dream Farm concept to just make the spread match. And here we have anything that happened after Virtus. So we have the KCON 2024 PC, the mini lightstick POB, and two of the last Luck Inside 7 Doors cards. So this is the Taipei concert and this is the Hong Kong concert. Here we've got my Christmas Sweet Love era, which is a very short spread. It's mostly consisted of album cards, POBs, lucky draws, and anything from the Christmas concert. And this ID likes to fly around. I'm not going to correct it now. I have 2 cards on the way here, that's why it's empty. And the last page over here is the fan kit set with 2 cards created by me to just match the page. And the last spreads are actually for anything that happened post Dreamcatcher releases. So I have the Checked Flag A set POB, which I stored recently, and I love how purple it looks like. I also have the Pandam Kit POB, not POB card, which is going to be completed by the second set from Checked Flag. So that would be it for this video. For the next one I will try to make it a stirring video. So it won't happen in a long time because I want to collect enough cards to make a decent stirring video. But I hope you will stay here and I hope you enjoyed my video. So thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.